Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Yeah, so here I am. This is vlog 4, I think. This week, honestly, we haven't been doing very much. I've been doing a lot of this. And Austin's been working. And then besides that, we've been doing a lot of home improvement projects at the house that we are living at. Like a lot of home improvement projects. We made this list of 30 things to do, and some of them were really simple, but others were more time consuming. So this week we got a jump start on a bathroom remodel project. So Austin and Thomas are working on that today, and I think they started a couple days ago also. They're just painting the walls and redoing the tile in there, installing a new vanity with 2 sinks rather than just 1. So lots of home improvement projects. And then on Thursday, it was Thursday, we decided to clean out the garage. So there's 3 garages here. There's one upstairs, and then there's a 2-car garage downstairs. And when we arrived here in November, sorry, my camera died, so I don't know if I am going to pick up where I left off. But anyway, we cleaned out the whole garage in the driveway downstairs. That was just packed. I guess the people that lived here last, they left a lot of their stuff here. So a lot of the stuff that we ended up taking to the dump and to the thrift store was theirs. So it's really good to get that out of here into like clear space, because I mean, you've seen some of my other videos where I talk about minimalism and how I talk about how having a clear space in your environment, being clear, helps you have a clear mind. So it's helping me feel a lot clearer. And we live in the room downstairs that's now right across from the car. So now when you walk out of our room, you don't see stuff. You see just the cars in the garage, which is really amazing. That was quite the ordeal on Thursday, but we got it all done. And we got other things done, like reupholstery projects for the kitchen table, chairs, and some other things too. Yeah, I've been working really hard all week, just editing videos and getting my channel on like a schedule. So while I'm gone on my trip, you can still see videos. So that's been a lot. I told you guys about this program that I joined. It's called Self-Publishing School. I've just gotten into it a little bit. I'm learning some really cool stuff about publishing your book and marketing it. So I've been focusing on that as well. Out in the garden, I've just been doing the same thing as always, but I discovered that there are tomato hornworms here. And if you don't know what those are, they can get gigantic, like this big, maybe like 4 inches. Yeah, about the circumference of a Slim Jim beef stick. That's the description that came to mind. They're just terrible. They have this horn on their tail, or on their butt, and they will devour your tomato plants and your tomatoes as well. They'll like bore themselves into your tomatoes and like ruin them. And they poop just like animals do. They're just disgusting. I found 4 of them earlier this week, and then I found 6 of them today. But they were really small today. They were just like 1 inch long. So that's good. Gotta get them while they're young. I filmed some garden videos for you guys, so those will be coming out while I'm gone. Saturday, Austin and I took another trip up to Flagstaff. We've really been liking going up there in the summertime because it's a lot cooler than it is here in Sedona. Today it's not so bad because there's cloud cover everywhere, but usually if it's just full sun it's like hotter than 100. It feels like an oven. So on Saturday we went up to Flagstaff and they had an urban flea market, which was pretty fun. I'm used to going to these flea markets that are huge. Like in Wisconsin we had this flea market where they held it at the ski resort in town in the parking lot, and there were like 200 vendors, maybe even more. It just filled up the parking lot, just filled the place up to the brim every single Sunday. So when I think of a flea market, I think of that because you could just go there and buy junk and do what you want with it. I used to find vintage books or antique books at that flea market, and I ended up selling them on Etsy for quite a bit, which was a nice source of income for me for a while. So we went to this urban flea market in Flagstaff and it was really kind of cool. A lot of people were selling vintage clothes, and there were a lot of artisans there, you know, with jewelry and other things, you know, homemade products for your skin and culinary things. So it was cool to see that. And Flagstaff is such an interesting town. You have the old vibe where all the buildings are super old and you've got the old neon signs everywhere still, but then you've got the college there and they have a ton of vegan restaurants, and like you have this awesome mountain that has snow on it in the winter. Which brings me to what we did next. We went up to Snow Bowl again to go hiking, but this time we didn't go all the way to Snow Bowl. We just went to an Aspen Grove on the way up there, and it was so awesome. There were so many flowers blooming. I love the aspen trees because they look like they have eyes, and then their leaves glitter in the wind because they're like small and circular, so they just like, they're really fun to watch. So we spent the afternoon there and walked around the forest. We sat down and made flower crowns together, and that was a lot of fun. So there were lots of lupins, Indian paintbrushes, little ground daisies. We made flower crowns and did a photo shoot in the forest, and it was super tranquil and calming and peaceful, and it just feels like you go somewhere else when you, or I felt like I went somewhere else just going into the forest and doing this. That, I think that's what I live for, just being able to go out and have days like that and be with Austin in that way. Yeah, I really enjoy that. It helps me connect with my feminine side because that's something I don't really share with people much. At least I tell myself this now. I'm just very into being tough and showing people that I'm tough and I can handle things and I'm strong. It's good to have a balance of both and to be both. There's my feminine side, and you could see more of that in my blog writing because I can write a lot more feminine than I can talk about it. It's kind of scary to share with people, I guess. This next week, I'm just going to be doing the same thing, prepping for my trip and, you know, gardening, and we might go up and go camping. If we do, I might make another vlog just to share that with you because I love camping and I love sharing So I think it's just going to be another one of those busy weeks. I haven't been, vlogging during the week much just because I don't think watching me staring at a computer for most of the day, I don't think that's interesting to you. Or if you do, then tell me if you want to see me working on the computer or whatever I'm doing with my business. Just tell me. I'll share more about it. After next week, we're leaving and we're going on our trip. I haven't told you guys where we're going yet, but I want to tell you. We're going to Ireland. So in the beginning of this year, I felt really called to go to Ireland and I had no idea why. So I was just like, okay, we're gonna go to Ireland this year. I don't know how. So anyway, it's July. It's probably the warmest it's gonna be in Ireland all year. So we're going there for 2 weeks. We're gonna rent a car and take a road trip in a clockwise fashion. I don't know if that was clockwise. So we're gonna start in Dublin and go all the way around the coast and maybe even inland a little bit. We're also going to go to Northern Ireland. We binge watched Game of Thrones a while ago. I can't remember when, but it was at least 2 weeks ago we finished it. We binge watched the whole freaking thing, and we discovered that there's this place in Ireland where it's actually Winterfell. You could go there and you could stay overnight and do archery, and you get to do a bicycle tour in the woods. It's gonna be so awesome. So we booked a tour there, an overnight stay. It's so nerdy, but I don't even care. I don't even care. So that's on the list, and there's just a lot that we want to do. I don't know what we're actually going to do because we didn't plan it. So we'll see what happens. So we're leaving on Tuesday the 23rd, and we won't be back until August. So during that time, I'm not going to be on Instagram. I'm not going to be on Facebook. I am not going to be posting updates onto YouTube until I get back. So that's why I said that I was making a schedule of posts to share with you guys our travel excursion to Ireland. And then after that, we don't really have any big plans. There's a few things that we want to do. I'm not sure if we're going to do them because it involves traveling. The first thing is in August, and it's a van life meetup in Taos, New Mexico. So we might go to that. In September, there's a conference for the school that I'm going to, and that's in Austin, Texas. We've been wanting to go to Austin, so it might be a good excuse to go there, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do that or not. And then in October, Austin has a conference for his nutrition school, IIN, that he completed earlier this year, and he's been wanting to go to that. But that's in New York City, and us in cities is just like putting fire and water. It's just not good. Other than that, I don't know what's next. So we will see, because life is an adventure and can take you anywhere. That was my update for this week. If you like this video, like it. And if you want to see more, then subscribe. We're always doing something, like I said. If you've been following me for a while, then you probably know that. Leave a comment below. What are you up to this summer? You going on any awesome vacations? I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys so much. Bye!